Good day, everyone. Today, I will be discussing scientific models. These are important tools that scientists use to better understand the world around us, especially things we cannot easily see or study directly. Let's begin with some important terms. A model is a representation used to explain or visualize something that is difficult to understand directly. A scientific model is a tool used by scientists to explain phenomena, test ideas, or make predictions. A particle is a very small piece of matter. These include atoms and molecules, which are the building blocks of everything. Lastly, matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. Scientists use models for several reasons. First, to study things that are too small, like atoms. Second, for things that are too big, like the solar system. And third, for things that are too complex, like climate change. The main goal of using models is to analyze, understand systems, and make predictions. There are three main types of scientific models. First, physical models. These are smaller or simpler versions of real objects, like a globe. Second, conceptual models. These explain ideas or processes, like diagrams. Third, mathematical models, which use equations and computer simulations to analyze large amounts of data. Here are some examples. For physical models, we have a globe, a solar system diorama, and an anatomical skeleton. For conceptual models, examples include the food web, water cycle, and energy pyramid. For mathematical models, we have weather forecasts and climate change simulations. Now, let's look at how atomic models developed over time. Democritus proposed that atoms are solid and indivisible spheres. The plum pudding model described the atom as a positive sphere with negative charges scattered inside. The Bohr model showed electrons moving in specific orbits around the nucleus. Finally, the modern cloud model explains that electrons move in a cloud-like region, which is our current understanding. The particle model tells us three important ideas. All matter is made of tiny particles. Each pure substance has its own kind of particles, and these particles are constantly in motion. Let's look at how particles behave in different states of matter. In solids, particles are tightly packed and only vibrate in place. In liquids, particles are close together but can move past each other, allowing them to flow. In gases, particles are far apart and move rapidly in random directions. Now let's move on to our activity. For part 1, answer the multiple choice questions by choosing the correct letter. For part 2, answer the short questions clearly and completely. Make sure to explain your answers well since each question has corresponding points. This concludes my discussion. Please like and subscribe.